What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about the current state of the crypto markets today. It is August 1st. We've had a little bit of a dump across the board. Bitcoin, altcoins, everything's in the red. Maybe not everything. There's certain coins that are pumping that have moved up. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you're just not paying attention. There are some coins that have been moving up. Shout out to Omni Network on that point. But I'm not here to shill random coins, okay? I'm here to talk about the state of the crypto markets, okay? And right now, it's important to get our head right because I know that things are a bit scary for some people, especially for people in their first cycle. Now if this is your second cycle, you see a drop like this. I mean, here, let's look at the charts real quick, okay? Hold on. Let me get this here. There we go. You look at the others chart. The average coin this week is down about 9%. That's not that intense, right? Bitcoin itself this week is down about what 2.9%. That's not that intense. But we have seen the lowest prices that we've seen in over 3 weeks now, 4 weeks now, right? That can be a little bit intimidating. Others, we're supposed to be breaking out. We've got this very fantastic W pattern. We should be breaking out. All gas, no brakes, but here we are, taking a little bit of a pause. We will continue to rally. Absolutely, we will. We're on the precipice of seeing new all-time highs. And you guys, again, the reason why I'm making this video is because we are at the point in the bull market where the most fantastic rallies are going to come, where it's up only, it's buy the dip only. It's where you really shouldn't be phased by things like this. And the only people who are phased are people who are a little bit emotionally involved, right? Shouldn't be phased by this. It's just a little speed bump along the way. And every time, every single bull market that I've been in, and this is my third one, before you have a nice rally, before you pump, you have a little dump, a little shakeout is what it's called. It shakes out the weak hands. It's meant to shake people out. It's meant to liquidate positions, people who are over leveraged, shorting or longing, whatever, right? This whole past week, we've been moving to the upside, moving to the downside, liquidating positions left and right. And that's what you need in order to have Bitcoin move up higher, right? And in fact, an ideal situation would be that a bunch of shorts pile on, which over the past 30 days, longs have outweighed shorts. If you don't know what longs and shorts are, don't worry about it. Essentially, it's just people betting on the markets if it's going to go up or down. And typically, whenever shorts outweigh longs, whenever people are betting that the market's going to go down instead of up, typically that's actually when we start to move up because most market participants are wrong most of the time. That's what happens, right? And this is certifiable because most people don't make money in the markets, or at least trading, right? If they make money, they're doing it through investing, but most people don't make money trading. And that's because most people are wrong most of the time, right? The market is made to take money from most people most of the time. That's how it is. And we're just in one of those moments now, right? This little move down is a shakeout. It's meant to scare you. It's meant to generate emotions, meant to make you think, what if the bull market is over? What if these whales that are selling billions of dollars of Bitcoin on the open markets, what if that means something? What if these tariffs are bad? I remember February, it was so bad. All these different narratives in your head, it's a perfect design to mess up your game plan, a game plan that you've had formulated for months. And I'm here to help you remember that plan, right? Maybe even years. The plan is to buy and hold through the pain, through the dips, and wait. Wait until when? Until the end of the cycle, right? It's simple and it sounds easy, but it's actually a lot more complicated than you might think, right? You have to have a lot of patience, a lot of tenacity. And moments like this, even if it's not your first shakeout, the more and more that build up, especially as we just got to new all-time highs, every shakeout's kind of different. And there's different narratives that are pushing each time. And you never know when that one moment that could just push you over the edge to sell or make a bad move could come. We're at a point in time in the markets where you can't really afford to do that, where it's really bad to mess up the game plan, to do anything but lay in the bed that you've made, right? You've had months, you've had years to prepare. The coins that you've bought, the stocks that you've bought, whatever it is relative to crypto, the best thing you could do with them right now in moments like this, and I would say that it's moments of uncertainty, but it's not even uncertainty right now. We're very certainly going to be moving higher, my friends, and we'll go over that in a second. Best thing to do is to just ignore the markets. I actually just had a friend, one of my crypto buddies, who he's like not even phased by this dip even a little bit. He's been in the markets like as long as I have. He's not even paying attention to this stuff, man. And that's the way you got to be. You have to not be phased by this kind of stuff. The best thing that you can do is just sit on your hands. And if you are emotional, on that note, if you're feeling emotions at all, do not make do not make any kind of investing decisions. Do not make any kind of trading decisions, right? People who invest or trade based on emotions get wrecked. People who do not invest or trade based on emotions don't get wrecked. And I think that that's pretty obvious, right? That just sounds obvious here. But let's look at the charts, okay? Let's get into the charts real quick, right? We know that we have higher to go because if we look at the monthly time frame, the RSI, the relative strength index, is quite literally bouncing off the 50 here, right? Every single cycle that we've had, at least based off of this chart, which only goes back to 2015, we've seen the RSI get to the 97. We've seen it here get to the 96. And then we're in our current cycle now. We haven't even gotten to these readings, right? Is the bull market over? Hell no. You know, we've bounced twice off the 50 here. We have this W formation in the monthly RSI. We're going to go all the way up. You guys, we're about to see the strongest readings we've seen all cycle on the others chart. Others is the altcoin index. It's like the S&P 500 or the Russell 2000, but it's the crypto 125. It's the top 125 coins excluding the top 10. This is your altcoin index, and we are literally primed and ready to see the strongest readings that we've seen, the strongest readings that you see every single cycle, which we haven't even seen yet. Is this bull cycle over? No, it hasn't even begun. We've got more to go. Bitcoin dominance has dropped a lot, and it's on its way down. If we go to BTC.D, Bitcoin dominance here, we'll look at a couple other charts as well. It's not a beer, it's a root beer, okay? But even if it was a beer, who cares? Dominance is double topping. We've seen the strongest readings in the Bitcoin dominance we've ever seen, and we're at a point, we're at lower highs, right? Higher highs in the RSI with lower highs in the price. That's actually hidden bearish divergence. And every time we do drop in the dominance, we get a very significant dump. We haven't even started. We've, if anything, barely begun, right? Bitcoin dominance is coming down. And beyond just the monthly time frame, you look at the weekly time frame, we have bearish divergence there as well. We're moving down, you guys. This is the most pronounced drop that we've had all cycle. The signs are adding up. ETH BTC, which a lot of people look at Bitcoin dominance, but another chart it's essentially the same thing, but it's like reverse, is ETH BTC. Ethereum's the second biggest crypto. If Ethereum's moving up versus Bitcoin, Bitcoin dominance is going to move down a lot easier. And this chart clearly shows that we've got a very nice double bottom, and we are V-shaped recoverying. We're recovering in a V-shaped form, which is the most bullish way to recover, right? We've done this before, and it's just straight to the races, man. Off to the races. And likely what we're going to see, I don't know if we'll see a new all-time high in the ETH BTC pair, but likely we will see some kind of growth that comes up like this. If we overlay this, okay, compare it to the others chart, new price scale here, right? So this chart, you can see which one's Ethereum, you can see which one's others, but we're going to make it look pretty here in a second, okay? Just bear with me. All right, so there we go, yeah. You look at this here on a monthly basis, Ethereum, this is Ethereum to BTC, this is the others chart, right? Whenever Ethereum to BTC moves up here, whenever you found your low, look at what the others chart is doing. Others, again, is your altcoin index. Altcoins are moving up. Ethereum to BTC moves down, altcoins are moving down. Ethereum to BTC, right here, here's your low, starts to move up, altcoins move up. And then here it moves down. Interestingly enough, others actually continue to grow, even though Ethereum to BTC went down here. But you know, once you had this little low point here, altcoins are actually at their top, which is kind of interesting. That doesn't normally happen, but here, others is moving down while ETH to BTC is moving down. We find our low finally and start to move up here, right here at this point in time, and that was your low in the others chart as well, and you started to move up fantastically, right? Essentially, beyond just that, if we were to measure this by time and not just using our eyes, but measure it by time, from the point that ETH BTC bottomed here, you moved up for 3 months. Altcoins moved up for about 7 months. ETH BTC bottoms out here. Ethereum moved up versus Bitcoin for 6 months, half a year. Altcoins moved up for about 13 months. That was the 2017 cycle. That was like the greatest alt season that we've ever seen. We probably won't see one like that again. But when we were in peak performance last cycle, from the low that others had to its high, let's not even do this high, but like the main high right here of the move, that was 13 months of upside again, right? We haven't even begun. We haven't even begun this finale phase yet, okay? Do not let this shakeout mess things up. We have months, guys. We probably don't have 13 months of upside. I mean, maybe. Do we go into late 2026? I don't know. I would think it's going to be early 2026 that altcoins top off. Half a year or more of growth to come, okay? We've just started to grow versus Bitcoin, and altcoins haven't really even seen a pop yet. Some of them have, but not yet, not in full effect. We look at Bitcoin, and we know Bitcoin is not at its cycle high. This is not the end of the cycle for Bitcoin. You look at the monthly time frame on the RSI, and same thing. Actually, let's look at this on a all-time history index. Same thing here with the RSI. Every single cycle, you interact with this trend line. Every cycle but this cycle. You've also never seen this kind of continued consolidation in the overbought zone. This is a very bullish formation. What do I know? I've been doing technical analysis for 9.5 years. This is a very bullish formation on any time frame, let alone the monthly. We go above the 90 every single time on the monthly. We haven't done that here. There's so many more indicators that we could go over that could just indicate that this cycle is so far from being over. But you guys, we have a lot of growth to go. Monthly time frame to get from here to there, it's going to take months. We have months, plural, left in this bull cycle, and things haven't even gotten started yet. So please, 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 for the love of your assets, your sweet assets, do not make the wrong decision and panic sell here. Make the right decision and hodl, or buy more, or I don't know, sell your shoes and then buy more. Sell your car, whatever. If you have 2 cars, get rid of one of them and then buy more crypto. That's probably the best thing you could do right now. Or at the very least, just hold. The worst thing you could do is make an irrational, emotionally backed decision based on what's happened over the past 24 hours or even over the past week or two, right? I know things are boring. I know that it's exciting whenever things are moving up, and now it's been boring for 3 weeks, but you guys, we're about to move up. We haven't even begun. I'm repeating myself, so I'm going to end the video there. Hit the like button, subscribe. I hope that you guys have a good time over the coming months and everybody makes a lot of money. I hope we all get rich together. And I think we will, as long as we don't mess it up. We're our own worst enemies. The worst thing you could do is move things around right now. The best thing you can do is just sit on your hands. That's all I got to say. Bye-bye.